Hi, I'm Melle Hartman, and today we are talking about when to take a pregnancy test according to your Harry Potter house. When to take a pregnancy test is a really personal decision, and it's very much based on your personality, which is why I thought, everyone knows their Hogwarts house, or if you don't, my God, where have you been living? But if you know your Hogwarts house, you can kind of give me an idea of when it might be best for you to test. So tell me if this resonates. Hufflepuffs, you guys are patient, determined, hardworking. You're really into helping others. I don't see you guys taking tests really before you miss your period. I think you're gonna be so busy with your life and so willing to just wait for the good news that you might even forget about it until you realize, oh man, I should have had my period 3 days ago. Oh, maybe I should take a pregnancy test. You guys are gonna you're gonna buy one test. You're gonna take that one test. You might accidentally leave it on the bathroom counter because your child called you or you got a phone call from a friend, and then you come back later to see it's positive and, oh, great, that's wonderful. I see you guys being more really emotionally steady, and so you're not gonna have this big hoopla. You'll be definitely happy, but it's not gonna be make or break whether it's positive or negative. It's not gonna shake you to your core as it would some of the other houses. Oh, Hufflepuffs, the only other time I could see you guys testing earlier is if other people are doing it and they want to know more than you do. So if your best friend calls you and says, oh, you ovulated, 10 days ago, you should probably test. And you're like, oh, I was gonna just wait. You might test just because they want to know and it makes you want to make them happy, and you actually don't mind testing early if it's gonna give information to somebody you care about. Slytherins, you guys are resourceful, you're cunning, you're kind of about the self-preservation, and you guys like to win. I don't see you taking tests when you think there's a good chance of it being negative. You're gonna want to see that positive. You'll probably buy a few tests, they're gonna be decent quality, and you're gonna keep them, and you're gonna be looking at kind of the symptoms within your body. You guys are super intuitive, so having a lot of symptoms that are different than other months are gonna make you wanna test maybe a bit sooner. But you're not gonna test when you don't think you're gonna have a positive. So I'm thinking you guys would probably tell yourselves that you'll test at 12 DPO. You might tell your friends that you'll test at 12 DPO. Some of you are gonna start testing a little bit earlier if you feel that intuition that you might be pregnant. I'm seeing some of you guys testing closer to 10 DPO. And telling people if it's positive that you did, otherwise waiting until 12 DPO. I think you guys would really prefer to see that positive test, but you're not as patient as the Hufflepuffs who can just kind of wait indefinitely. Ravenclaws, you guys are my people. If you're watching this, there's a pretty decent chance that you're a Ravenclaw. We like to know things as soon as they happen. We are information addicts, and we are the ones who will have all of our really cheapy tests that we buy by the hundreds online lined up nicely on a paper. If you're like me, you will take one and dip it in water as a control, and then you'll probably start testing somewhere around 7 DPO, maybe 8 DPO, because you don't mind those negatives. They're just more data for you, and you just want to see that first positive. You want to see how that relates to statistical positives, most people start getting positives around, let's say day 9, 10, but you want to see if you're one of the ones who gets it earlier or later. You're not so discouraged by the negative test because it's just more data to you, but you really want to know as soon as possible if you're pregnant. And you're the ones who are researching and looking at pictures and videos and sending these kind of altered pictures to friends and saying, do you see a line here? Yeah, that's us. Gryffindors, you guys are a little bit of a mix of the three. So you can have some months where you are not really thinking about it and you're having more of a Hufflepuff time about it. Other times you kind of decide you want to wait till 12 DPO, more like the Slytherins, or you might have some Ravenclaw times where you're just, you want to figure it out really once and for all, Hermione style. However, you guys are the impulse peers. You're the ones who, if there's a test in the bathroom and you're suspecting it at all, or you remember you have a test in the bathroom, you're gonna pee on it. Even if you're maybe 6 DPO and you're it's just there and you just want the experience of the what if, that feeds you. You enjoy experiences, so you want to kind of capture those moments and be in them as much as possible. You guys are the ones who are going to be filming yourselves doing some of these tests, definitely taking pictures, definitely sending them around and getting kind of consultations. But your biggest problem is that you're going to be the ones who go out to the store every 2 days to buy more tests because you don't plan ahead necessarily and remember that you're going to impulse pee. So either hide your tests in a different area of the house or buy some cheap tests on the internet and save yourself the sanity and allow yourself to have those impulse pee sort of moments without judging yourself too harshly for them. So that's my interpretation of the different Harry Potter houses and how they might test for pregnancy. The bottom line is, it's really about your personality. If you can be patient and wait until after you've missed your period, you're definitely going to get a more clear yes or no result. If you can wait till 12 DPO, you're going to get a more statistically likely result in terms of negative and positive. But if you need to know the minute you're pregnant, you're going to want to start testing probably around 8 DPO with a decent quality test, but probably a cheap one because you might go through a few before you get a positive. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Melle Hartman, and please stick around for more TTC, pregnancy, and family topics.